Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that is mine. And as you saw from the title on your screen, this is a unboxing and review from my favorite brand, Zelos. Well, my favorite micro brand. I separate micro brands from mainstream. My favorite mainstream brand is Breitling, for those of you who don't know. But my favorite micro brand is Zelos. I own quite a few. It's becoming a problem to find places to store them. But this one in particular is pretty special. It's a little outside my normal watch purchase zone in a couple of ways. I'm generally not a dress watch purchaser. And I'm generally not a purchaser of watches that are this small. But it is Zelos and it is Tantalum. And when you combine those two things together, it is an absolute requirement. And inside this box, in the current Zelos cardboard flip open box, we have the Zelos card showing that this watch was indeed purchased directly from Zelos in July of 2024, and it is serial number 25. That is 25 of 50. So this was a good and lucky get on my part. We have the Zelos Nova, second generation Nova, in the Tantalum case with the aventurine and meteorite dial. This is a full-on dress watch. It is not a sporty watch by any sense of the imagination. It doesn't have a sport watch water resistance rating. It's not a screw-down crown. It doesn't have a die bezel. And it's very thin and small and dress watch. Very simple. Two-hander with a small seconds sub-dial at the 6 o'clock. No day complication or anything like that. In Tantalum. Tantalum is a blue-gray metal. It's a very dense metal. Not the easiest metal to work with when it comes to making watches. Zelos has done now 5 different watches in Tantalum. The first one being the rarest of them all, the 40 millimeter swordfish, which I am actively chasing and will probably be actively chasing that watch for probably years until one of the 5 people that own one contact me and say, okay, I want to go ahead and sell it to you. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one chasing one of those watches, so it's going to take a while. The other watches, the Hammerhead, the Sky Raider, etc., I have all those. I just don't have the swordfish yet. But I'll get there. All it takes is patience. As I said, it's a very dense metal, so despite this watch being a relatively small watch, as you can see, it is very heavy. You can see it is number 25 of 50, so this is probably one. I think this is the most numerous of all the Tantalum watches that Elshan has made. It is a Swiss ETA movement, as you can see right there, 7001 manual wind movement, and beautifully executed. I like the juxtaposition of the Aventurine main dial, and you can see, there's a separation and a separate piece of Aventurine for the subdial. But juxtaposing that with the meteorite numeric track, so you have the two elements of quote unquote space. You have the Aventurine representing the starry sky, and of course meteorites, they come from space. Beautifully done. You have a very nice full leather strap from Horween, as you can see there. Quick release spring bars, signed there. Beautifully done watch. I'm going to put it on. As I said, this is a watch that's is pretty much outside the size that I usually buy. I usually try and stay in the 40 millimeter and up, going usually up to about 45, 46 millimeter. Quite frankly, a 37 millimeter watch like this looks a little small. The thing that saves it is it's got a fairly good sized lug to lug. I'll give you all the measurements in a minute. But a 37 millimeter is a bit small on my 7¼ inch wrist, as you can see. I don't think it looks bad. In the overhead shot, it looks like it fits pretty well. The down the barrel shot shows that the watch spans my wrist real well. But I'd say, wrist size down to 6 inches, it easily will accommodate this watch. And I'm purposely not going to show this watch to my daughters or my mom because they'll steal it out from under me. This watch is mine. They can go buy their own. My watch. Anyway, this is, as I said, the second generation Nova. They did a previous generation. It was also a manual wind. It was also a dress watch. I believe it was a 38 millimeter watch. I know that I owned, well, technically I didn't own it. My dad owned it. He owned an Aventurine Nova, and also I think one of the Salmons as well. Those watches have long since been sold off. But this watch is actually a touch smaller. It is, as I said, a 37 millimeter diameter case. 43.5 millimeter on the lug to lug. It is 9 millimeter thick. Box sapphire crystal on top. Sapphire crystal on the bottom, and it's a 20 millimeter lug spacing. So I've seen pictures of these watches on Facebook on the Zelos Timekeeper group. People are already experimenting with mesh bracelets. One guy did an FKM rubber strap. I actually commented on that. I thought the FKM strap looked pretty good. It was a little too light gray for the tantalum case, and he agreed. And I think he said he was going to try and find a darker gray FKM. My opinion, it's a dress watch. I think it should stay on a leather strap, and I think the black leather complements the blue-gray of the case, picks up the meteorite very nicely. I know the watch can be a strap monster, given the 20 millimeter gap, but I think in this case, Elshan made the right call with this strap, and I think I'm going to leave it well enough alone. It's, as I said, it's only a 50-meter water-resistant watch, so while you can probably get it wet by washing your hands, maybe get caught in a rainstorm, I'm not swimming with this watch. Now, God knows I've got plenty of other sporty Zelos watches. I've got Swordfish, I've got Hammerheads, I've got Auroras, I've got Vitesse. Starfighters. I've got plenty of sporty watches, Zelos watches, and some with much higher water resistance than this watch. So I don't need to go swimming with this watch, and nor do I plan to. I think this is a beautifully executed dress watch. It works beautifully. The tantalum, well, not tantalum, but the dark gray signed crown contrasts nicely with the tantalum case. I wish they had done a tantalum buckle to match the case. We're only going with a stainless steel buckle. Maybe I might try and find a tantalum buckle that would fit this down the line and retrofit it. But for now, it does match up nicely with the case back. There are other colorways of this watch in, that are much higher polish and look even dressier than this watch. That's all well and good, but I'm not going to be buying too many 37 millimeter watches. Obviously, it's really not technically a good size for me. But like I said before, Zelos, tantalum, got to do it. But once again, I think Elshan hit a home run with this watch, and I'm very happy to have bought it. So that's why I'm going to leave my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it to be useful, entertaining, informative. If you did, please click that thumbs up button for me. It does help with YouTube search algorithms, helps bring people to the channel, and that's always a good thing. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to try to insult me, you're welcome to try. If you got the time, whatever. You're going to try and troll me, again, you're welcome to try. It's your time to waste, not mine. Or you're going to leave links to bad places on the internet. I'm simply going to delete the comment and block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have literally over 1,000 videos. I have probably close to a couple 100 videos just on Zelos watches alone. Feel free to watch as many as you want. All I ask in return, and I ask so little, is that you click that subscribe button. And when you do, don't forget to click the bell icon too, so that when I upload new material, you are alerted. And as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazier world out there. It is not getting any less crazy. So please be careful out there. Stay safe. Be well. See you soon.